Hey guys, I'm coming to you from the backyard of our house here up in Calgary, and you've probably seen a lot of B-roll before this. I don't know how I'm going to edit it yet, and we recorded a video for this week yesterday morning. So Danny and I'll probably splice something in here where you can see that we had this awesome backdrop and a really cool thing to talk about, and we're in such a rush when we went up to Banff and Lake Louise that I forgot to turn on the audio. So you get some really cool stuff and us talking and nothing else. But everything's meant to happen for a reason, and even that, I think, after today. So it's sprinkling in the backyard, but it's sunny. It's been a really long week in Canada, but it's been a great week. So we were up here with Smith Built again this year. We have this awesome opportunity to come up and to learn from them, shape some hats, and just kind of, see what the industry's like up here. I mean, really long days, really short nights, like probably, over 50 hours in, 6 days that we were at the shop learning and helping with customers and just kind of like getting a chance to be a part of this. And I can't be more grateful for the crew up here. Cam Clark and Holly and Mike and Cody. They make us feel like we're family up here, and it's just been a great experience this year. Last year was a little tougher because we didn't know what to expect, but this year's been amazing. And so, we come to the tail end of it. Tonight's our last night. We go home early tomorrow morning, and it's just been a great time. But today, going into the last day, we're tired, we're rugged, weary. We went out yesterday for my birthday, and I stayed out late, but was definitely the chaperone for everybody else to have a good time. And I got to be after lunch today, and I had a really interesting customer come in, and I was going to help them with their hat. And I haven't struggled with a hat shape like that maybe ever. It didn't fit him really that well, so we had to use a conformator and a 4 million, which are really old technology tools that you might have seen elsewhere, and that we use a little bit at the shop to get this hat blocked just to fit him. And it was a 5-inch brim. He wanted a buckaroo look. It was a lot going on with that hat, so much so that I'm trying to block it out. It took me over an hour to do one hat, and that's usually I felt like I went 15 rounds with Mike Tyson, sparring, and it was really hard. And when you have a guy like Cody stand next to you, I was half tempted to just be like, here, take it, you do it. Plus, the guy was pretty particular about the way he wanted it to look, which I totally understand. It's an investment, and I wanted to make it right. One thing we stand on, back home in the States, is customer first, customer first, customer first. So I didn't really care about, but I was just getting frustrated. And here I've been looked at as somebody that has a good knowledge about what he's doing and can pull off a really good shape and, treats customers well. And all of this fear and doubt and disbelief in myself was coming through, and it was scary. I was just in a position where I wasn't happy and frustrated. And I got through it, and the guy was super appreciative nonetheless, and I was appreciative for the opportunity, but also to be done with it. And kind of the whole thing yesterday with my birthday, I'm not young anymore, and I'm really, really filled with gratitude, and not, for the good stuff. Actually, I'm really thankful for the bad stuff, because it makes me appreciate the good stuff that much more. And so I say all that because this would have been a bad experience as a hatter, and you can't be on and you can't be perfect all the time. But I had a customer later on the day. I was literally sitting there saying, I just wish I could do a cattleman with a J brim, call it a day, and do something pretty decent. But there was a couple that came into me, and I got to do the wife, and she wanted a really unique style, one we don't do in the States a whole lot. Telescope crown, a pencil curl to the brim, and kind of a swooping dive to it. And I got done with this hat and I was like, that looks really good. And you know, it's something I don't do normally and it looks really good. And I put it on the woman, and I don't know what it was, like, you know, we kind of just had like that rapport pretty quickly. And she started to cry when she looked at herself in the mirror. And I mean, I get a little emotional, you know, like right now thinking about it, but she turned to me and she told me that this was their first Calgary Stampede in a few years, even though they've lived there their whole life. And last year, she thought she was gonna die. She had cancer and her hair had come back, and she was just, you know, the hat like was her first authentic Smith built hat, and it all like was very overwhelming for her, which made me cry a little bit. And we picked out some accessories to really make it uniquely hers. And you know, like at your lowest, you can do better. And so I was having a little moment before her, you know, feeling crappy for myself. And I have so much to be thankful for. And so I, yeah, like I went up to the front when her hat was done, and I actually like paid for the band and the accessories she picked out and stuff. And again, like she just started, you know, just really crying, like bawling. And it made me feel so good. So I was being a little bit selfish in that, like, I wanted to make her day better, like for selfish reasons, like, you know, to pick myself up too. But I also realized that, like, God works in really mysterious ways, and it really reframed the way I was feeling. And it just really stuck in my head, you know, like the saying that, like, my friend had told me a couple of months ago: when times are good, give, and when times are bad, give more. And that's exactly like what we base our business on. And, you know, like, it's very overwhelming, this whole journey. And so we have a lot that we're going back home with, a lot of knowledge we picked up this week, a lot of experiences, strengthened bonds and friendships with our fellow hatters in Canada, and a lot of big stuff ahead. But, like, just, you know, you just got to stop and just reframe things, you know, like, things are good, life is good, our company is strong. That's because people believe in us, they believe in the story, they believe in what we stand for. And I think that one customer just reinforced everything to me, like, moving forward. I don't even know what we talked about yesterday, Danny and I. Like, I think just how grateful we were to, like, have the experience. I think Danny spoke a little bit more about, you know, the difference of his perspective leaving. He had never seen a mountain until yesterday. And we got him to provide him that opportunity, and we just felt so small. As I, you know, put some of the water of Lake Louise on my forehead, and, you know, took a minute in prayer to be thankful. And then, you know, with everything today, like, I'm tired, I'm weary, I miss my family, I miss the Midwest, but I'm so driven. Like, I'm coming home with a whole new perspective on things. And, you know, we've got a lot going. Even in the car ride yesterday, you know, I had many calls on my birthday about some stuff that we're working on behind the scenes you guys are going to start to see. So stay tuned. Very excited. We're going to see everybody in Hillsboro, Missouri this weekend coming up. Get ready. There's some really bad stuff coming. Badass stuff. Badass. Wild hats. Badass. Yeah, man. We're going places, and it's all thanks to you guys, and of course, glory to God. Not to be too preachy, but, like, we're pretty strong in our faith around here. So see you all soon. Take care, and let's go. Let's ride.